All right, we got to talk about something here. So, we all, if you're a marketer, you work in Shopify, we all kind of hear the jargon of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is really just a framework for considering uh, where someone's head's at based on the stage of life they're in, based on what needs are met, what they're likely thinking about at that stage. Like, if you haven't seen it before, I guess we could pull that up real quick and talk about it, which is it's it's helpful. It's very helpful, especially for constructing any sort of like marketing copy around a product, and you're trying to think about like for the customers who are buying this product, like what stage are they probably at in Maslow's hierarchy of needs? How, and you could break that down to even more things like, where are people located that typically are in a certain stage? What sort of income brackets are they at for each types of stage? Is there alignment between the products, the needs it goes after, and the income bracket or the location, those types of things. But it's a good amount of jargon. It's very helpful. Lots of studies have gone behind it, but when it comes to what's happening in the creator economy, social commerce, we went ahead and kind of distilled down kind of a simpler, more creator-centric version of this hierarchy of needs, where if you're trying to solicit creator partnerships and go after creators, and here's a really good framework to think about those needs as far as thinking about, well, what type of creators are we going after? What stage do they probably fall into based on the size of creator we're after? As well as like what are we trying to get out of them, and does the ask and what we're willing to offer align with the stage of creators we're going after? So it's really just a thoughtful way to think about boiling down the specific invitation emails you're going to send, the recruiting emails, the DMs you're going to send to the right type of creator. And all kind of starts here. These frameworks have a base. The base here is acknowledgement, which is that any early budding creator who maybe they're just getting started, maybe they have 100 followers, but they've just started posting and they're going after this. But um, that first need is the need to be acknowledged, the need to feel like you exist and that you actually are a creator and that like people are actually seeing your content. So the best thing you can do if you're actually trying to go very broad, and this is a far-reaching program, and you're just going to be dialing up pretty much anyone who might make sense to send out an offer to, what maybe just affiliate and there's no cost. Um, Acknowledgement is the best place to start, and they cater to their needs, and that just really comes down to like, do you know their name? Do you know their content? That creates a feeling of acknowledgement, being seen, and that's a great way to tap into anybody who is just getting started as a creator if you're going broad. The next stage is income. This is anybody who they are being seen, they feel as though they're being acknowledged. Maybe their view counts are going up, they're getting some traction. Um, this is going to be getting into like that nano influencer, anybody who's just getting their head wrapped around the fact that like I actually probably have a play to make here. I should work with brands. Then you're going to have to make sure the way you're approaching this is the like income always needs to be extremely clear. Is there an affiliate engagement? Is there gifts? Is there pay per post? It doesn't have to be literal cash. It could even be even promissory notes of like, look, if you make some content and we like it, like we would buy it if it's really good. So those types of notes, knowing that there's a pathway to income, is going to speak to those who are getting off the ground. Then comes alignment, which is we've all kind of seen creators who they we've seen them kind of grow, we've seen them kind of get off the ground and start to do their first couple paid sponsorships, and maybe you felt they weren't the right fit, and it felt kind of strange, and it felt kind of forced, and it felt, kind of amateur, and that's typically where creators start to roll into the idea of, okay, well, there's some good deals coming my way. There's some earning opportunities. I should probably make sure I'm aligned. And that's what I care about now. I care about being aligned with brands. I don't want to put anything on my feed that's not aligned with me. So when it comes to a brand, if you're going after this, is you're getting more into the micro influencer, those getting into the low five digits of like kind of a follower base. If I'm talking Instagram, TikTok, those who are getting to that point of they can kind of choose from the pack. Approach alignment. Tell them why it's aligned. Obviously, like anything, do the work for them. Tell them why it's aligned. Um, and when you get into that next stage, this is where things start to divide. Lots of brands don't cross this next stage because this is where getting into equity, you're talking about competing for folks who have a not just their own pick of the draw, but they're evaluating highly competitive packages. And so, if you want to cater to those needs, you need to paint a picture as to why and how the partnership is going to scale beyond a quick and beyond just an earning engagement, beyond just the fact that you're aligned, but like this is actually a scalable package offering where you're going to actually give them earnings on the backside with scalable affiliate earnings. Maybe you're going to grow that percentage base, that certain milestones, or there's going to be kind of a balloon cash offer, maybe $1,000 cash once they hit a certain milestone. This could lead into royalties on new customers they bring in. This could lead to even running ads behind their affiliate co-brand, if you give them a co-branded affiliate page and running ads to that where they're going to get affiliate income on your ad spend. Those are all ways you can kind of present the fact that like, look, we're aligned, we're going to pay you, or we're going to put equity behind this relationship so that the partnership scales. If this thing becomes 10 times bigger than we ever anticipated, it's going to be 10 times bigger for all of us here. And the last step is autonomy. This is like probably the diciest one. This is really when you're going after like the, you know, 7-figure plus audience levels, those who could theoretically go start their own business and take that audience to their new business. Like they care about autonomy, they care about maintaining autonomy. And it's tough to approach those situations as a brand because you're obviously fighting agents typically at that level. You're fighting a lot of people who have their hand in the pot. Um, because those creators and loves don't really need the partnership. They're going out to market, getting best offers. And so when it comes to how you can actually bring autonomy to these engagements, there's some really, I think, subtle strategies that more brands should absolutely be doing. Which these are things like sharing performance metrics so that the creator has those on hand as far as evaluating how their own business could perform. Maybe that creator is thinking about launching a product line one day. They want to do a partnership deal with your brand to evaluate like their ability to play in commerce. Share that e-commerce data with them. That's a strategy to make them feel like they have autonomy, that what they're doing here is going to impact their individualism as a person or a business owner later on. You could share customer lists if you feel comfortable with that. It can obviously be sensitive. Um, you can share resources like, if you're creating a lot of content for the partnership, you can share that content with them. You can share contacts with them. Really, you're really kind of just opening up uh, your trade secrets as far as like this is something that you guys want to fight for, and we're willing to kind of do something we've never done before to make sure this makes sense for you. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. Um, I think more brands should be looking at this framework when they put together their outbound, put together their programs in the first place, and actually determine who are we going after, who is the ideal creator, where do they fall into as far as their current stage of hierarchy of needs. Thanks for watching.